10 things not to do in India. Same in Japan.
Dreaming of India by Nami-chan.
Hello India, I'm Nami from Japan. 久しぶり, Nami です. If I reach 50,000 subscribers, I will travel to India for the second time. And today I'm going to watch 10 things not to do in India. Must see before you go. Also, please comment below what you guys think I shouldn't do in India. So there are only going to be 10 things not to do in India in this video. So I want to hear from, the local people, from Indian people, from you guys, what you think I shouldn't do in India to avoid any kind of trouble, any advice, anything. And one more thing, I will teach you a Japanese vocabulary at the end of the video, so please stick around till the end. Without further ado, let's check out the video. 10 things not to do in India.
India is diverse, dynamic, and filled with absolutely beautiful experiences.
Yeah.
The country offers some of the most beautiful natural landscapes, historic relics, and food experiences in the world. However, if this is your first visit to India, there are certain things that you need to know before you land in India. Here are 10 things you should not do in India on your holiday.
The next time.
Number 1. Don't use your left hand to eat or greet. In India, locals use right hand to greet people, give or take things, and serve and eat food. Left hand is usually considered as unclean, and locals find it offensive to use the left hand for these purposes.
I have a question.
Number
about
2.
This.
Do not wear shoes inside a temple or at someone's house.
Okay, same
Homes
in
and temples
Japan.
are considered sacred spaces in India. Hence, it is customary to remove shoes and footwear outside before entering a temple or someone's home as a sign of respect.
Okay, not
This
a
custom is
surprise.
practiced in some shops as well. So, if you find a sign outside a shop asking to leave your footwear outside, just oblige and do so.
Of course.
Number 3. Do not disrespect the cow. In India, a cow is considered as a holy animal and worshipped by Hindus. It has a sacred significance in Hinduism. Eating beef is banned almost throughout the country. Even herding a cow in India can attract major flack and outrage from the locals. Number 4. Public display of affection is a big no-no. Public display of affection is frowned upon in India. Kissing in public can cause major culture shock and even attract penalty or jail time in some states.
Oh, that's
It
serious.
is best to refrain from PDA to avoid moral problems during your visit to India.
But Japanese people
Number
don't
5.
kiss in public
Do
either.
not stick to popular tourist destinations.
Okay,
India is vast and diverse, jam-packed with a myriad of attractions.
did not see that
Most
coming.
tourists come to India with particular destinations in mind, which are usually overwhelmed with tourist and local crowds due to its popularity.
Okay.
Widen your gaze and opt for less popular, unexplored places which you can find in abundance in India, be it nature, adventure, or heritage.
I do get
Number
her
6.
point.
Proper greeting is important. Indians usually won't like kissing on the cheek or big hugs as greetings. If you are meeting a stranger, the polite way to greet would be with Namaste, joining your palms together in front of you and bowing slightly with a smile on your face. You can even shake hands with men but not with women, as they might not be so comfortable with this gesture. If you are unsure of what you need to do, stick with Namaste. Number 7. Credit cards don't work everywhere.
Same
Do not be
in
under the
Japan.
impression that you can spend an entire trip to India without having to pay cash. Of
not
course,
a
credit
surprise
cards are
either.
widely accepted in India, but you will need cash time to time for your daily expenses and transportation.
Yeah.
High-end hotels, most restaurants, and taxi services will accept credit cards. But if you want to enjoy local street food, go street shopping, or take a rickshaw ride, then definitely you will have to shell out your expenses in cash.
That's the
Keep
same in
these
Japan.
tips in mind and you can enjoy the beautiful country of India without any hitches. Make sure you subscribe our channel so you don't miss any new video.
Nice and short. Oh my god, I have so many things to say. Because I visited India before, I did know most of the things that were mentioned in the video. But I didn't know that public display of affection was such a huge deal in India. But as a Japanese, we don't show affection in public either. Like, I saw a couple kissing in public, I would be like, wow, they just kissed. It's not like a huge thing, but it's not something that you see often. I think like as an Asian person, that's not there's no culture shock in that. So for a Westerner, maybe that would be something that they should be careful of. But as a Japanese, that's the same case in Japan. But there is no penalty or anything. I did get a comment on my shorts video trying Indian food for the first time, and some of the comments they said, don't use your left hand. I did know that you're not supposed to use your left hand, but as a Japanese, I don't think of that. I did know, but I used my hands without thinking, and I was eating it naturally and I wasn't thinking about it. So yeah, I'll try and eat with my right hand as possible when I'm trying Indian food. I found a lot of similarities between India and Japan. Especially the part when they mentioned no shoes in the temple and houses. And as an Asian person, that is something so natural, and you don't even think about it. You just take off your shoes when you go into a house or a temple, or even a restaurant. So the other way around, it felt so sinful when I had my shoes on and I stepped into my American friend's house. It felt so weird. I had so much dirt and grass on, and then they have me have my shoes on and step into their house, and it felt so weird. I took off my shoes at my American friend's house. I didn't want to make their floor dirty or anything, so they didn't even ask, but I was like, it feels so wrong and sinful, I'm gonna take my shoes off. Another similarity I found in this video between India and Japan is that they said, don't expect you can use credit card everywhere. That's exactly the same in Japan. So before I went to India, I knew that. So I had plenty of money in my hand and I had no problem with that. It's pretty much the same case in Japan. And when I was a university student, I had a part-time job and I worked in Kyoto. Yes, it is a historical place filled with beautiful temples and a lot of, famous gardens, and it's just a historical place that a lot of foreigners visit. And then I was working at this candy shop where they will sell like matcha things for foreigners and, those typical souvenir snacks for foreigners to buy. And I was working there and they only accepted cash, which is, upsetting as a foreigner because, they think that they can buy a lot of souvenirs here and we only accept cash. So I felt really bad for the foreigners every time they would put out a credit card and I would go, I'm sorry, you can't use credit card here. What did you guys think about the video? And I do have a request. I want you guys to tell me what I should not do in India. Anything other than what was mentioned in the video. I do want to know from the local perspective. What is something disturbing that foreigners do in India? That is something I really want to know and I want to avoid doing that. So it would be really helpful if you guys would teach me. What Japanese find disturbing is that when people talk in loud voices. I think that's like the typical thing that locals say that they find disturbing. Like in the trains, people like to be quiet, calm, and they don't want to be disturbed. So speaking in a loud voice is kind of like a taboo. So I want to know the Indian version of this. So please help me out. Japanese time! And today's vocabulary is India in Japanese, which is Indo. I bet some of you guys are thinking that it sounds a little bit funny because it kind of sounds like India, but it's different. The Japanese pronunciation of India is influenced by the Chinese language, and I think in China it's called Hindu. Well, a long time ago, Chinese character came into Japan, and it's a little bit different now, but it's typically the same writing form. And how we read the Chinese character is different. So the Chinese character is the same, but how we read it in Chinese and Japanese is different. It's really interesting because I learned Chinese when I was living in Taiwan, and the name of the countries sounds similar, and a lot of the pronunciation sounds similar because they come from the same writing form, which is the Chinese character. Okay, so if you guys are a serious Japanese learner, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. But let's not talk about the complicated stuff. Let's do it simple and start pronouncing Indo. Repeat after me. I, do, I, do. Okay, a little bit faster this time. I, do, I, do. Okay, so I hope you guys learned something new. Thank you for watching the video. And one last time, if I reach 50,000 subscribers, I will travel to India for the second time. So to support me, please subscribe, hit that like button, and don't forget to leave a comment. Indo 好き。ありがとう。またね。
Dreaming of India by Nami-chan.